Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at these three figures from McFarlane Toys. They're based on the Dark Knight series. And we have Joker, Batman, and Two-Face. Don't have Scarecrow yet, so I can't review Scarecrow along with this. So in the meantime, just going to review the three of these. And then once Scarecrow comes in, then I will review them separately. So they each come with a trading card. We have the Joker card, the Batman card, and the Harvey Dent card. So yep, let's take a look at the figures themselves. Alright, let's start off with the Joker. The Joker does not come with any accessories, no knife, no gun whatsoever. He comes with a pile of money right there, which is kind of cool. Actually, it's a nice display piece for Joker or other figures that you might have that need an accessory of a pile of money. But here he is holding on to a weapon. And the weapon he's holding is a Glock, which is from the accessories pack that McFarlane Toys is selling on their online website. So if you need a Glock for Joker, you would probably want to go order that set right now. I believe the Glock came in the first set. I don't know if the first set is still available, but that one has a Glock in it. And here's the Joker with it. He definitely needs a weapon, so I'm glad McFarlane Toys did make accessories pack so I could at least give Joker a weapon to hold on to. Alright, so here's a good look at the Joker head sculpt. I think for the most part he looks quite good. From McFarlane Toys. Usually their head sculpts aren't that great, but I think the Joker turned out quite nice actually. The hair's nice, yeah. The way everything's sculpted, I think it turned out quite good. And as far as the torso is concerned, if you press on it, you would notice that he does not have a belly. He has joints underneath, so the top portion he has something underneath this rubbery plastic material, and then in the abdominal area there's nothing. There is a joint. You could tell it's attached. There's a ball joint right there, a peg that is attached to it, but that's it. There's no abdominal piece underneath it. So let us go over articulation. Head is on a ball joint, so gives you good range. Not so much on looking up due to the hairstyle, and then looking down a little bit, which is good. Ooh, look at that glare. Look at that stare. Oh, that expression. The mean look. It's very intense. Very good. And then as far as the arms, just your normal joints. I mean, to be expected. And bicep, elbow, and the ball hinge wrist. It's pretty much what you can expect. If you own a McFarlane Toys figure, then you pretty much know what to expect as far as articulation. So torso is a little better because there isn't a piece to hinder the articulation too much. But I don't think you can do an ab crunch though. Not really. Yeah. And then as for the legs, those T-joints, ratcheting, which is nice. And you can go up about that much. And the knee, let's see, there's double jointed knees. So go like that. And then there's a ball hinge ankle and toes articulation. So like all the other McFarlane Toys figure, you could get them in some cool poses. Nothing really dynamic or anything like that, but you can get them in a kind of a cool shooting pose or getting ready to attack pose and stuff like that. So yeah, for the most part, it's good enough for what you want him to do. But yeah, and here's the trench coat. The whole thing is with just one piece of rubbery plastic that's attached to the inner shirt and the vest. Everything's just one piece, so don't expect to take the trench coat off and or anything like that. And yeah, and as far as let's see, the sculpting on this figure, I think is actually quite good. Overall, a very, very good looking Joker, I have to say. Especially that head sculpt, really good. Even though it doesn't look like Heath Ledger, but it is a very good Joker head sculpt. Alright, next up we'll take a look at Harvey Dent, Two-Face. Over on this side you can see a bloody mess, and then over on this side you see Harvey Dent. See the hairstyle, quite good. And then it's just a guy in a suit with some burn mark all over it. And is it on the arm? No. It's only on the, yeah, it's not even on the pants or anything like that. It's just on the coat itself. So the coat, and it's only here in the front, and then his whole face, and that's it. And he too does not come with a weapon. And this revolver, it's in pack 2. So if you want him to carry this revolver, you would have to buy the accessories pack number 2 in order to get this revolver. This is the one he used in the film with a longer barrel. Yeah, so you will have to get, if you want to be super accurate about it, then this is the only way to get it. Then over in this hand, he's holding a coin. It's sculpted into the hand, which is nice, so you don't lose it. Or, I mean, they could give us another hand, but they didn't, so now you're stuck with Harvey Two-Face holding on to a coin for all his poses. So overall articulation, I'm not going to go over articulation too much. Torso, there is a separate piece. See, there's the jacket, and then the abdominal piece, there is a sculpted abdominal piece. Then the torso, it allows a little, well, pretty good range actually. You could do a crunch, arching back just a little bit, not too much, but yeah, crunch, you could definitely do a little bit of a crunch. And as for the rest of the articulation points, it's exactly the same as the Joker. Everything else is exactly the same. So yeah, this is a nice looking suit. Have we seen this suit before? I'm not even sure. These pants are nice. Yeah, but yeah, this is a good looking figure with the suit on. I'm just surprised that who's that? The Scarecrow doesn't have a suit underneath it. I don't think he has a suit underneath it, but once I get it out, I'll be able to see for sure whether there's a suit underneath the figure or not, but I don't think so. They probably gave him this set of legs and that's it. And the top portion is the straitjacket. But again, there's Two-Face with the revolver. Really good. And then next up, let's take a look at Batman, our favorite figure of this line here. Initially, I wasn't a big fan of it because it didn't look like it was gonna be this good. Actually, it turned out quite nice. Very happy how this turned out. Head sculpt is nice. It's got the little frown look on him, and yeah, overall, I think they did a fantastic job with this figure. Granted, there are some minor issues here and there, namely the neck is a little too thick for him, and I think overall it's quite good. And he has a rubber cape, which I think I will switch out pretty soon. Once I finish this video, I'm probably going to rip this out and then give him a cloth cape somehow, and maybe I'll do a customizing video of it. But yeah, oh, and one thing I did do though, because right now you can see if you raise his arms, the shoulder pad goes with it, and it bunches up, so you have to kind of tugged it over the cape in order for his arm to go up. But then once you have it go up, then this is gonna deform the shoulder pad. So what I did was I pretty much removed the arm from the socket and took out the piece in there. Oh shit. Oh, and one more thing, the bicep does not move for mine. I think there was an issue when they were gluing these figures together, that they accidentally glued the bicep in as well, but it is an actual moving bicep. You just have to heat it up with a hair dryer and then just pop the piece off. Right here you can see how there's glue right there, and then there's glue right here. So you would have to break that apart in order for the arms to move again. So you could just, once you taken that off, you could pop this back on without any issues, and yeah, get that bicep moving again. Oops, I'll need to pop it in off camera. Okay, so I just realized something. The bicep here, there's a third piece in here. I didn't even realize this is a third piece. I thought this little mushroom head is actually sculpted into the bicep section, but it's not. It's actually a cap. So when you like I was mentioning, you can see how there's a glue residual right there, and then a little bit, you can hardly see it up in the front right here. That's the glue I had to break in order to get the bicep to move again. But if you look at this arm here, it's different because you can see inside there's a pin, while this one does not, because when I was pulling it out, I pulled the cap right off. So this arm right here, you can see the cap is stuck in here. So I'll just use the hair dryer to soften up the plastic a little bit. I should be able to get it back out. It's no issue. It's no problem. But I didn't realize there's a third piece in there. So yeah. So when you're removing it, make sure the cap is still there and it's not over here. Then otherwise, you would need to glue the cap back onto the pin right there in order for the bicep to move again. So like I said, once you pop the arm off, you can heat it up with a hair dryer, then you should be able to break the glue right there. And then once you did that, you just need to pop this piece back on, and then once you pop it on, then you'll have the bicep rotation again for the arm. And yeah, let me show you the rest. The elbow is double jointed, and then wrist is on a ball hinge joint. So yeah, that's the arm. And then what I was saying I did is basically I took this spacer out. This is a spacer, so I took it out, and then I popped the arms back in. So if you pop this back into the socket, it's a tight fit. Once you did that, then if you want to move the arm, you can now tuck the shoulder pad piece inside that space in between now. So here I can raise this arm up to 90 degrees without bunching up the shoulder pad now, because it is shifted. It is tucked inside in between the arm now. That opening, instead of using the spacer, which doesn't allow you to do anything with it. Now I can get the shoulder pad in here without making him look weird, without making his arm, the shoulder pad look weird while he's posing with something like this. While he's posing like this. So yeah, that's something to consider if you want to do that. And you should be able to get the arms to come down even further. So now you can see how it's like super tight up against the torso. That's how you would do it. That's how I did it. So once you remove the spacer, it should help a little bit. But you do see there's a gap in here if you're looking. But with this figure being black on black, it's kind of hard to see. So you can shift the arm around a little bit just to cover it up for photos if you need to. But I really like the fact that I could now leave the shoulder pad inside instead of having it bunches outward like that. So that's why I did it, and I think it looks fantastic. So there it is. I got the shoulder back out. Then there's the spacer right there, and then there's that mushroom piece I was telling you about, and then there's the arm. So in here you can see there's a little pin there that goes in. This will go over it. I don't have crazy glue. The crazy glue I use is Gorilla crazy glue. So I'll have to get some before I could pop the arm back on, because I want to make sure this piece stays on here instead of getting stuck in there. So yeah, it wasn't hard to take out. I just heat it up with a hair dryer, and then I have a pliers, one of those thin ones, and I was able to just grab this piece and pop it back out. So it's not impossible to get it back out. Just heat it up with a hair dryer, soften up the plastic. You should be able to get this piece out with no issues if you are doing the modification of removing this spacer. So, but first time doing it, you shouldn't. This should stay in place, and you should be okay. But if it happens to you, then you know how to fix it. It's just a simple of heating it up, popping this back out, pushing this back in, gluing it down, and then just popping everything back on without the spacer. Again, since I don't have the glue with me at the moment, ran out, so I'm gonna leave the arm out as is, and then just show you the rest of the articulation. This one, head is good, good range, and then torso a little bit, decent. Legs, same thing as your other ones. And then double joint knee, hinge ankle, then toes articulation. So it's all the same, but the only thing was the bicep does get stuck. I know for a fact that it happened to a friend of mine as well, so most likely yours will get stuck if it's coming from the same people that are doing it. So yeah. But still, it's a fantastic looking Batman figure. I like it a lot. I think this one is a must-have if you're a Batman fan, and if you're collecting the McFarlane toy stuff, then this is one you definitely want to have in your collection. And here's how much of a Bane I have so far. I have the head, the torso, and the legs. I don't have the arms yet. Those are the only parts I'm missing. I think the arms comes with the arm does come with. Scarecrow, and I believe the head and the hands go with Joker, and then the torso is with Two-Face, and then the legs are with Batman. So yeah, and then as far as this guy is concerned, he is hollow as well in the middle, just like Joker. He does not have a torso piece. It's just the chest is a piece that they glue onto, because you have to glue onto this. So the chest piece is right there, and then this vest is over rubbery plastic, and then goes over the peg, and then the peg goes onto the hips. So there's no abdominal piece in there, but it gives you a little more range. As far as articulation is concerned, it does give you a little bit more range. Head wise, not so much. Actually, it's decent. Yeah, it's decent enough, I guess. Yeah. Head tilt, good stuff right there. And then the rest, well, you know the rest. I mean, same thing as all the other figures. Yeah. So, just waiting for the arms, and I'll show you guys. Once I have Scarecrow, I'll show you guys his review and the rest of Bane. And here you can see Bane comes with a lot of hands. We've got a pair of fists, a pair of gesture hands, and then a pair of open hands. Yeah, and then a pair of spacer that goes with the torso when you first get the figure. And yeah, for figures, this is by far the most amount of hands I've seen from a McFarlane Toys figure. Alright, so there you have it, the 4 figures. So far I have, again, waiting on Scarecrow. That's the only one that's missing. I bought these off Amazon, and bought them all together, but apparently they shipped all separately. So waiting for Scarecrow, and looks like I have to wait till April in order to get Scarecrow in. But here, all of the rest of them, and so far I am very happy with the set. Initially I wasn't, because it didn't look too well on their promo pics, but overall I think they did a fantastic job with it. And if you ask me which figure to get, I'll have to say get the Batman. That's the one you will want, because it is a very good looking Christian Bale Batman, and the head sculpt is just fantastic. And someone showed me a picture of putting the McFarlane head onto a Soap Studio body. So if you have a Soap Studio Batman, the Dark Knight Batman, you know how that head sculpt is like horrendous. You could take that off and then put the McFarlane head on there, and it should fit nicely. Now I'm regretting I didn't get the Soap Studio Batman, because that one has a cloth outfit and it has armor pieces over it that looks quite nice. But it's just the head sculpt that was that threw me off, and I didn't want a Batman that looks like that, because the head sculpt is just horrendous. But yeah, if you have the Soap Studio Batman, you could pop this McFarlane Toys head on, and it's gonna look great. So there you go. There's my review for the McFarlane Toys Dark Knight series figures. And let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for watching.